A peaceful village of ZHANG, with simple thatched huts and neatly cultivated gardens. This place seems calm. Two goblins rush toward the entrance, shouting with excitement. "The boss is back!" they exclaim, noticing the boss has returned with a large hunt, something they were clearly eager to see. Inside, the man in tattered clothes sits on the floor. Startled by that just fell in front of him. His worn-out appearance, he has been through a rough time. But now he's faced with another surprise. Lufin, standing tall with a calm but mocking tone, addresses the man, asking, "Is this the death god you were talking about?" The man looks down in disbelief at the skeleton lying at his feet. Realizing the truth, this so-called death god has met its end at Lufin's hands. He, covered in wounds, stands in defiance, cursing Lufin for killing yet another one. He seems enraged, accusing Lufin of carrying out a plot to protect the remnants of the town of Light's Glory. In a different location, Lufin approaches a lifeless body lying on the ground. As the shadows of onlookers gather, he contemplates how to use this as nourishment to cultivate further resources from the land. Lufin, standing in front of a group of intimidating goblins, instructs one of them, "Grobosin, you eat this creature first, and then distribute the rest to the others." The goblins bow down before Lufin, thanking him enthusiastically for his generosity. Lufin observes them coldly, noting that evolution requires resources and talent, selecting Grobosin as the first to try because of his strong potential. Lufin smirks while his goblins looms behind him. Admiring the twisted nature of Grobosin's transformation, he expresses anticipation for what Grobosin will become, viewing him as an excellent specimen to cultivate. Lufin, while reaching for a basket of apples, casually reflects on the sword saintess. He mentions that she only has 3 knight squads left at her disposal, and that he has already crippled the Silver Blade group. Lufin, sitting comfortably, bites into an apple as he comments on Cassiaf's defeat. He notes that the news will greatly demoralize the sword saintess, forcing her to take desperate measures to regain control of the situation. Lufin, sitting on his throne, declares that now is the perfect time to use the simulation system to explore future possibilities. With a command, he instructs the system to begin the simulation. The simulation transitions into an outside view of a quiet village. Lufin grins wickedly as he observes the outcome of the simulation. He mocks the sword saintess, calling her a hypocritical saint, and confidently states that in this gamble, he is the one who will emerge victorious. Lufin commands Grobosin to gather all of the goblins immediately. He informs them that tomorrow, they will carry out a great task under his orders, sending them into action. Lufin's eyes glow with a menacing red light as he smirks. He vows that this time, it will be his turn to destroy them all, fully intent on wiping out his enemies. The scene transition reveals a grand city gate with guards standing nearby. A voice asks, "Where was it discovered?" A knight reports to the queen, explaining that the discovery was made outside the city walls. Queen listens intently, processing the gravity of the situation. Inside a grand hall, surrounded by soldiers, another knight exclaims in disbelief that it's been only 1 day since the death of Cassiaf. They express shock that a lowly person could have possibly killed such a powerful figure so swiftly. Queen is seen standing confidently, with chaos and destruction unfolding in the background. She reflects on how their tribe has been experiencing continuous defeats, and even the dragons are restless, which indicates something far from normal is happening. She, filled with frustration, accuses the enemy of using the citizens of Light's Glory as mere pawns. She vows not to be pushed around any longer and decides to act swiftly. In a commanding tone, she orders all her troops to head to the royal capital immediately to request reinforcements. She emphasizes that there can be no delays in their mission. The scene shifts to soldiers riding their horses through a forest, rushing to reach their destination as quickly as possible. Their urgent mission leaves no time to waste. A knight expresses concern, stating that even riding with their fastest horses, it will still take 4 days to reach the capital. He worries about what will happen if the city falls in their absence. Another knight, determined and confident, replies that if necessary, he will go alone to request reinforcements, while the rest stay behind to help defend the city. A female knight interjects, reminding them that this is all part of the Saintess's plan. She explains that if one of them can sneak out and deliver a message, it will greatly increase their chances of success. She continues, explaining that the Saintess is strong enough to kill both Grobosin and the dragons, but the real problem lies with their limited forces, as the knights alone cannot handle the situation. A knight agrees with the plan, recognizing that the Saintess is trying to protect both the knights and the city. Now, their priority is to push forward as quickly as possible to ensure their success. One of the knights, realizing the gravity of the situation, expresses his understanding of the plan. He finally grasps the brilliance behind the Saintess's strategy. Another knight calls out for the others to wait, as the scene sets up for the next critical moment. The group reaches a broken bridge in a dense forest, and one of the knights asks their leader what to do next. The situation looks dire as their path is blocked. Another knight quickly suggests that someone has deliberately destroyed the bridge. They propose taking a different route to continue their journey. The knight leader responds, warning that this is likely a trap meant to lure them in and ambush them along the way. He believes staying in their current location might be the safest option for now. One knight spots a makeshift bridge nearby and proposes crossing it before nightfall. The leader agrees with the urgency and the need to act fast. As the group prepares to cross the bridge, they notice it has been repaired. With some hesitation, they move forward, hoping it will hold. Time is running short, and the knight leader urges everyone to hurry across the bridge before it's too late. As they make their way across, one of the knights notices that the sky is suddenly growing darker. Something ominous seems to be approaching. The knight in the lead turns his head, startled by something in the sky. The tension builds as they realize what's coming. The knight, with panic on his face, exclaims that something is wrong. The group is about to face a new threat, a large shadow-flying dragon descending toward them. The knights cry out in terror, realizing they are now under attack. One of the knights yells for the others to look up, pointing out that someone is riding on the back of the dragon. It's Grobosen, leading the attack from above. Another knight, shocked, exclaims that Grobosen and the dragons are working together. The realization adds to the growing tension. Lufin appears, mocking the knights for their slow reactions. He taunts them, amused that they took the broken bridge route, falling right into his trap. A knight furiously points out that Lufin is the one who destroyed the bridge. His anger peaks as he prepares to attack Lufin in retaliation. His dragon breathes fire from the sky, unleashing a torrent of flames toward the knights below. The intensity of the attack is overwhelming. One of the knights shouts in terror, warning the others to flee as dragon fire rains down upon them. The situation is dire. The dragon's fiery breath completely engulfs the bridge, setting it ablaze and causing mass destruction. The knights scramble to avoid the flames as the bridge collapses into a fiery inferno. One of the knights calls out to the commander, devastated at the loss of the bridge and their escape route. Amidst the chaos, the commander curses Grobosen for the destruction and vows to seek revenge. The knight commander, seething with rage, vows to capture Lufin and slowly torture him to death for the devastation he has caused. This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.